The seat underneath TikTok is getting pretty hot right now. Over this past weekend, there's been a lot of news around TikTok on the possibility or the serious possibility that is going to get banned from the United States. So, getting to the specifics, let's get to the very beginning. On Thursday, the Senate just did an ununanimous vote, 50-0, in fact, on banning TikTok. It's a bill that they just passed where ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, has a little over like 6 months or like 165 days, like some oddly specific number to divest TikTok. What that means is, in layman terms, ByteDance, the parent company, has to sell TikTok. And if ByteDance doesn't sell TikTok within that time frame, then TikTok is going to be banned from the United States. That's basically it. And when I say ban, I mean it's going to be banned off of all personal devices. Now, we hear this news every now and then. We hear it maybe like once every 6 months, where it's always like, oh, like TikTok might be banned, or this politician supports this bill to ban TikTok, and the U.S. government is pushing for it or something, and nothing comes of it. So we kind of just brush it off. It's like, okay, like this is all flex at the end of the day. The government isn't going to do anything. But no, the U.S. government is pulling some triggers right now, and it already passed the Senate. I heard that it's going to hit the House of Representatives for a vote in the upcoming week. And then even Biden mentioned himself that if the bill hits his desk, he would be more than happy to sign it and pass that bill and make it official. I'm going to just make this a sidebar here. I've never seen the U.S. government work so seamlessly like that. Like, to see the Senate just ununanimously, and yeah, I'm having a brain fart here, y'all, ununanimously vote on a bill, and then we don't know what's going on with the House. We don't know what that vote is going to look like. That's going to happen next week. But then we have a president on the other side of that process, or the end of that process, saying, hey, I'm ready to sign this bill. Bring that bill my way, and I'll sign it off. I think that's honestly just crazy how they're able to do something like that. Maybe I'm just being ignorant. Maybe I'm not paying attention much. But this is smooth. It's pretty scary how that's going. But I just wanted to put that out there because this is just something that I'm noticing. Anyways, getting back to the story before I get sidetracked and everything. So TikTok will probably get banned unless ByteDance sells off TikTok, and they have 6 months to do so. Now, in response to that, the reason why I'm saying this is a little bit of pretty like serious is because TikTok is now reacting. And they're not reacting as they're also brushing up their shoulders like, yeah, whatever, this is all flex. TikTok is actually, sent out an in-app message to everyone, I think around like Thursday, Friday. I might be wrong with the timing and everything. But they did say something along the lines of like, hey, listen, like you need to call your representatives and let them know like this is fucked. This is going to affect y'all. I'm going to read to you exactly what they put on their message, and you can let me know what you think about it. So TikTok put this message out saying, stop a TikTok shutdown. Congress is planning a total ban of TikTok. Speak up now before your government strips 170 million Americans of their constitutional right to free expression. This will damage millions of businesses, destroy the livelihoods of countless creators across the country, and deny artists an audience. Let Congress know what TikTok means to you and tell them to vote no. Call now. With that call to action, people, of course, were mobilized to call, their local representatives and their government officials to tell them, hey, listen, this is kind of messed up. You shouldn't do this. This is what TikTok means to me. This is how it would affect me. But the calls came in a massive scale or in massive numbers to the point where some offices across the country had to turn off their phones because they were getting swarmed with calls full of, TikTok users telling them, hey, you should not pass this bill because the vote in the House is coming up soon. So, of course, they're going to call and put in their two-piece while they can, of course. I'm just going to put out a disclaimer before anything. I personally don't like TikTok. I do not want TikTok in my phone at all. Sure, I've had people send me a few videos here and there from TikTok, and maybe I'll watch it. But TikTok is not for me. I don't like it. I generally don't like the content on there overall. To me, it feels like brain rot. But even though I don't like the social media platform, I'm not going to project that to others who enjoy it and say, hey, you should delete TikTok off of your phone too, because, China and meddling with data and foreign policies and everything. I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to do that. I do feel, however, that people should have the right to choose whether they want to download TikTok. So you, as a consumer, should be aware of the risks of downloading an app like TikTok. Same way as you as a consumer should be aware of what you're signing up for if you make an account on Facebook or on X or Twitter. Or you need to be aware of what you're signing up for when it comes to Tumblr or Reddit or YouTube or Twitch. These are things that you need to be aware of, and you should be aware of how they're handling your data as well. TikTok isn't the only bad guy that is using your data for a profit or for whatever, purpose they may have. But if you want to download the app for the sake of maybe your business, to build an audience, for marketing, for personal pleasures, by all means go right ahead. I feel as if you should have the right to choose to download TikTok and use TikTok as you see fit. I don't think the government should have to intervene with things like that. And TikTok wasn't wrong. With that said, me putting, my stance on TikTok out there from a personal standpoint, let's be realistic. TikTok is a massive, massive social media platform. They weren't wrong when they said that this will affect businesses. They weren't wrong when they said that artists would be denied of their audience. They weren't lying when they said that this is going to affect the lives of content creators. These people invest time and energy and even money into TikTok because TikTok is it's not easy to grow on TikTok or to build some sort of audience, but the algorithm is really good. And the algorithm is very easy to understand, and it's very easy to figure out okay, this is how we're going to market ourselves on TikTok. And many musicians were discovered because of TikTok. Many content creators, they blew up on the internet space because of TikTok. And you have businesses again that invested money into TikTok because they see TikTok as a viable tool to market their brand. And they look for money on that in return because you have, say, a person scrolling through TikTok, they see a product and they say, oh my God, that looks like a really dope product. Let me buy it. So yeah, you're investing in the marketing of TikTok, but you're kind of getting money back at the end of the day. And the fact that TikTok would get banned in the United States is a scary thought to many of those people because now that following is gone. If you have hundreds or thousands or even hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of followers on TikTok, you kind of have to rebuild that audience in an entirely different platform. And you're going to have to learn a new algorithm. You're going to have to learn the do's and don'ts of that social media platform. It's tricky. A musician trying to put their content out or their music out on TikTok is not the same as, putting your music or your content out on, say, Reddit or Twitter or even Facebook. It's not the same. And for the ban to just go into effect, a lot of that energy and a lot of that money just goes down the drain at the end of the day. So with this said, this is serious, and TikTok is right. This is going to affect your livelihood. If you was a business and you put a lot of your time and effort onto TikTok and you heard that there's going to be a ban and you may have to, within the 6 months, prepare yourself should in case TikTok gets banned, yeah, as a content creator or as a business, I'm going to contact my local representative and say, hey, you shouldn't pass this bill because, yeah, my livelihood is at risk. This ban is going to cut me off from hundreds of thousands or even millions of followers that look to my content on TikTok almost every day. So they're not wrong there. I'm definitely going to give them that. Again, TikTok is not my cup of tea, but that doesn't mean that they're wrong. They're right. TikTok is a huge platform. It's a massive platform. They are a legit competitor to social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter and other social media platforms like even Instagram and YouTube. So at the end of the day, this is pretty crazy, and TikTok is shaking in their boots right now. I'm not sure if ByteDance is going to sell them. If I have to give you any prediction on it, I don't think that TikTok is going to disappear. I think TikTok is still going to stay in the United States. The government might push through with the bill, but I do feel that ByteDance will sell TikTok. This is just a prediction. I could be wrong. I'm just speculating because, again, I really don't think that TikTok is going to go away. They keep saying that they're going to ban it, they're going to ban it, they're going to ban it, but they are not. And with this bill passing through, hey, man, ByteDance might just sell TikTok because to just let the ban just go like that, I think would be catastrophic to the social media platform. But yeah, that's really all I have. But by the way, before y'all go, check out this shirt real quick. Can we check out this shirt for a moment? So this is a Junji Ito shirt. You know, Deathbed's Love. I haven't really read the story yet. I'm still going through all the stories and all of his works. But Junji Ito, by the way, he's like a manga artist. He does horror stories. He's so awesome. I really love his work. I might just make like short videos talking about it, like all of his little stories. I'll share it with you if you're a fan of horror, if you're a fan of manga or anime or whatever. I would love to share that passion with you because I really love his work, and I'm a fan of horror. And I've read some of his work, and some of his stuff has scarred me. Like, I might have to put like a not safe for work like spoiler like onto these videos whenever I show you, like, say like a page of, you know, what I'm referencing or what I'm talking about, because his stuff is crazy. He has a very unique way of like storytelling. It's like the type where it's like there's no ending. He kind of leaves you just out in the open to just figure things out for yourself, or he kind of lets you mellow in it. Is that the word? He kind of lets you like soak it in, and you're just left there like, what? Like, that's it. But anyways, that's really all I have. Let me know in the comments if you want to get that kind of content. I would love to talk about Junji Ito. Kind of want to throw a little bit more new content to my YouTube channel rather than just talking about news all the time and just streaming video games, you know, twice a week. And yeah, that's about it, y'all. Peace.